in the mix. How much do you think you'll gain here? If you eat fast food 3 times a week, if you don't exercise at least 1 hour a day, or just even do something outside casually, how much do you think you'll gain? 20? 15 to 20? Throughout the year. Through the whole year. How much do you think you'll gain? Is it going to work? I calculated that, so I'm not making that number up. I used math. Oh my God. 35 pounds every year. If a kid starts eating fast food 3 days a week at the age of 5, and he's now 14, is he going to be obese? If he's playing video games and not playing outside, is he going to be obese? Okay. Oh, let me back up. If you're 17 and you eat fast food 3 times a week and you're not active, you could, yeah, because your metabolism is at its peak and you're eating the wrong type of calories. So your body's metabolism goes so fast, but you're not letting it go as fast because you're not eating the right nutrients. So you're actually slowing that metabolism down because you're not being active. You're not doing the things that you would usually do for growth, causing the wrong kind of growth. So instead of growing linearly, you're going to grow horizontally. You're going to grow in weight. Your stature is probably going to remain lower because you're not getting enough calcium, things to help with bone density. You're peaking right now, so this is it. So sorry, we're kind of too late for you guys, but you can influence your brothers and sisters. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. You have a chance to make a change is what I'm getting at. You have control. You have more control than I think we realize, but you have to be aware of what you're fighting in order to really make a change, right? I'm not going to tell you guys to stop eating fast food, hands down. That's not my job here. I just want you guys to be fully aware of what you're doing and how it correlates to heart disease. And heart disease is the #1 killer, right? Have you guys learned that much? Okay, well, you're getting your health lesson today. It's the #1 killer in America. You don't die from overweight. You die from the heart disease caused by it, okay? All right, so it's health impact. It's the direct link to fast food consumption and obesity. There's a direct link. We've proven it. It's there. It's not the only factor. Genetics plays a role. Lifestyle plays a role. But our habits have changed, so it's all the more important to decide what you're going to eat and what you're not going to eat. 57% of the U.S. In 2009, it was studied, eat away from home. So they do eat out. This is restaurant and fast food, so it's not correlated to just fast food. But remember, research also showed that 50% of the daily calorie on average is caused from fast food consumption. Okay, so we're eating it pretty often. There is a significant decrease in vegetable, fruit, meat, and dairy consumption in kids, and it's replaced with the junk food. It's replaced with fast food, and parents play a dominant role in the decision making for their kids. You know, you guys are at an age where you're making more individual choices, but before, your parents are the ones who said yes or no, right? I hope. If not, then all the more reason to influence your parents so that they will. So why do you think obesity is a concern? It's not, I know at your age you might be thinking appearance, but there's more to it than that. Let's get past the appearance. What else? It's all right here.
It has more issues as you grow.
As you get older. Do you, just raise a hand, does anyone have a family member, whether it's mom or dad or an extended family member, who has diabetes? How about hypertension, blood pressure issues? Okay. How about cancer? Anybody have a history of cancer in their family? I've got all of it. Both my parents, by the way, so I'm really fighting it. Genetics plays a role. So if any of you raised your hand, you're at risk for all of those things. Okay? Let's just be clear about that. It's your job to prevent it, right? It's no one else's. It's your job. It's my job to prevent diabetes, heart disease, and anything else. My family has cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. I'm screwed. It's just a matter of when. I'm hoping when I'm 90. Typically in my family, they develop it later on in their 40s, so I think I'm doing pretty good, but I'm also the one that I'm always wondering if I'm going to be the one person to get it, and then I'm going to totally screw them up because I'm the one healthy one in the family. So if I get it and I'm healthy, it's really going to make them feel defeated. So my hope is that I can be that good example to them, because I really work hard at trying to maintain healthy and the right habits so that they have something to fall back on or ask questions when they do, because they do struggle with it. My whole family struggles with weight issues, obesity, overweight, and a lot of them have diabetes. So it does lead to heart disease, it does lead to diabetes, it does lead to kidney disease, liver disease, and can cause some cancers. Okay? It definitely leads to depression, especially in youth, and that's partly due to its influences on hormones. So it's not just a physical thing, it's a hormonal thing. The more fat you store, the more estrogen you produce. For males, that's bad because that causes increased estrogen production, more hormones, more feelings, more emotional issues. So for boys, it's even worse because they are experiencing things that you wouldn't usually experience with a normal weight. For females, it heightens that hormone response, so you're more depressed, you're more sad, you just don't have the same emotional connection as you do with other people because the production and the hormones changes how you behave, and so you might not behave the same way. So there's definitely some environmental, some social issues that play into obesity. So, and this isn't just kids, this is adults too, which is why it gets really hard to exercise because you have all these diseases to slow you down. Then you're sore, then you're tired, and now you're sad from it. It's a very defeatist type disease. It really tears you down. But the number one killer in America is heart disease, and they are directly correlated together. People can get heart disease without being obese, but for the sake of obesity, it is a direct line into heart disease. Okay? All right, this is the one I want to show you guys, and we're almost done.
I haven't eaten in like 40 minutes. That's weird for me. Americans, we love to eat.
More than anything, America loves its fast food. So how often do you eat fast food?
Every week.
Often.
Every week.
And does the food make you feel good?
Yes. Oliver love. Yeah?
Yeah, it does.
So it's pretty clear, Americans love their fast food, but do they know what goes into it? For starters, when a cow is slaughtered to make the average fast food hamburger, gut contents, feces, and urine are often ground up in the meat. Next, let's go to the average chicken nugget. First, a chicken is strapped into a conveyor belt and sent past a row of blades meant to slit its throat. But the chicken usually wiggles, so the chicken gets boiled alive. As if inhumanity wasn't bad enough, the chicken nugget making process is also unsanitary. When a chicken is ground up, its beak and its claws usually end up in the nugget also. Next, this delicious chicken nugget, which is actually mainly corn, is fried in oil made of 2% butane. Butane is lighter fluid. Consuming 5% butane is fatal. Unfortunately, these aren't the only nasty things in your fast food. Ever wonder why you have to use the bathroom after eating Burger King? It's because some of their foods use the same chemicals they use to make laxatives, and their so-called veggie burgers aren't even vegan. Don't forget all the chemicals they use as preservatives to keep food fresh for way longer than it should be. As for Wendy's, you may not find any fingers in their chili as one woman claimed, but you will however find sand, which is used as an anti-caking agent. If you have food allergies, don't think you're safe just by ordering things on the menu that don't directly list items you're allergic to. For example, the McDonald's sausage burrito contains milk, eggs, wheat, corn syrup, and lots of preservatives and chemicals. And Ken's Ranch dressing used in a lot of salads contains titanium oxide, which is used in sunscreen and paint. As you can see, there's a lot more things to worry about in fast food than just calories. Most people don't know what's inside the food. It's your job to spread the word and help people take a moment to maybe think about what they eat.